Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we're going to be trying out the Sigma machine that Trusty Metrics very kindly sent me to make a few videos with. Now they've actually sponsored the next couple of videos when I use this machine, which is very kind of them. Now Trusty Metrics is a company that is based in the UK. They have the sole distribution rights for the Sigma machine here in the UK. So up until this point, it's been very hard to get hold of one of these machines unless you order it from the US. Whereas now you can actually order it from a company that is based in the UK. So it's a lot easier in terms of postage costs and customer support and everything that comes with ordering from something in your own country. So let's get straight into the video. Now, I haven't actually read up how to use this machine. I've watched a few videos of other people using this machine, but I haven't read any instructions or anything like that. And that is because I want to plug it in and I want to see how easy it is to use without any prior experience of testing silver. So let's get it out of the box first. It comes in this really nice hard wearing storage case. And you can see it's really nicely packed in with foam. It's actually a lot lighter than I thought it would be. It's definitely something that you could actually carry around in this carry case if you were going to like a coin fair or going somewhere to pick up silver in person, just for that peace of mind before you make payment. Now, like I said, I haven't actually done any research on how to use this machine or anything like that. So we are just going to be winging it a little bit. I've just seen something sticking out of the side here. Let's have a look what that is. A calibration tool. Oh, that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing this is what you put on the machine to calibrate it to the correct size. 38mm. I'll pop that back in there for now. Now I will do another video in the future using this machine again when I've got the hang of it. So it'll be a kind of shorter video or more like a tutorial video of how to use this machine. But for today's video, it's going to almost be a video where I'm just learning how to use it myself. And like I said, I wanted to do it this way round just to see how easy it is to use for someone that has no experience with testing metals. And you can see I've got a nice selection of different things to test today. Mainly bars, but I have actually got a few coins out as well. Got some 5-ounce pieces. This is that coin I took out the capsule. Absolutely stunning piece of silver, one of my favourite coins, nice and chunky. I've also got a 10-ounce that I'm not planning to take out of the capsule. I want to test it through the capsule to see how accurate it is at reading coins through the capsule, because a lot of people's collection are in capsules and they don't want to have to go through and take them all out. And I have heard that these machines can test through capsules, so I want to try that out as well. I've got some of these stacker bars. These are my favourite 10-ounce bars from Scottsdale Mint. And this will be really interesting to try some of these on the machine, because half of these I would say were brought direct from Scottsdale or from a UK bullion dealer. The other half were ordered second-hand from people either I've met in the community on YouTube or on the silver forum. So yeah, you can tell which ones I've brought second-hand because they've got a bit more chips and things like that on them. Whereas the new ones still have this plastic on them. So that's how you can tell if I brought them new or second-hand. They're all serialized. That's got a really cool serial number. Look, all the 2s and then 5s. But yeah, stunning pieces. They're like Lego blocks. You can just stack them up nice and high. So yeah, I'm interested to see how those test. I'm also interested to see how this tests, because this has got an NFC chip attached to it. So I don't know whether that will block the way the machine reads it. So that'll be quite interesting to see if this actually tests as proper silver or not. It's got quite a few fingerprints on. And then we've got the vintage 1 kilogram bar, and we've also got some Engelhard bars here as well. These are out of my deep stack, so some of you, especially newer viewers of my channel, might have not seen these bars before. Absolutely stunning piece of silver. Contain quite a high premium, very collectible, and they do tend to hold on to their premiums. Really nice. There's a waffle back version there. And yeah, like I said, I've got some different coins as well. We've got some Britannias, we've got some Maples, and we've also got some Krugerrands. So we've got a nice little selection of silver here today to test out. First things first, let's plug it in. Now let's see what we've got here. So this is, okay, so this is part of the machine. I think you can actually touch these on the coins like that when it's connected to test them instead of actually putting them on there. So that would be cool to have a go with. But we'll put that to one side for now and let's work out how we're going to plug this in. I don't know how close I need to be to a plug socket, so this might be the first hurdle. I might need to get an extension lead. But this is quite cool. It's just one of these USB plugs, and you've got multiple conversions there, which is good. And then in here, this looks like a new plug socket here, so I have to rip this out. So yeah, all we do is we put the USB into this adapter. This goes into here, I'm guessing. Should we put it in that one? This way around. No. Maybe I should have done this bit off camera. There we go. Would that work? Or has it got to go in the bottom bit? Soon find out. So yeah, we're just going to plug this in now. And then we're going to see how the machine looks. Where do we plug this bit into? Right around this side here. Okay, so I am going to have to go and get an extension lead of some sort. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the video and then we'll resume once I've plugged this in. Right, I'm back. So what I've learned in between trying to find an extension cable is I accidentally pressed the on button while I was moving the machine around, and I realised it actually comes on without being plugged in. So I'm guessing it's got a built-in battery. You can see at the top there, it's saying it's near enough full battery. So that's really cool. I didn't realise that. I assumed it had to be plugged in at all times to be used. So again, going back to what I said at the beginning about how lightweight it is, you could definitely carry this around with you because you don't need a power source. So you could literally carry this around if you're going to a coin show or even at a coin store, and you could put it down on the counter for your own peace of mind and double check things before you buy them. So yeah, that's really, really cool to know. And like I said, I didn't realize that. I thought it had to have power. So already that's a real great benefit. But I've just literally switched it on. You can see that it says ready, place, sample. So I'm going to have a little play around. I'm going to click on the metal. I'm going to have a little scroll through and see what different types of metal it can recognize. So you've got 925 sterling silver, pre-1945, 90%, 96 Britannia. So you can see it's got a number of different options. I'm guessing if I press along, here we go. So it goes to different metals: platinum, palladium, rhodium, copper. That's really cool to know. I didn't realize it had different metals as well. I assumed it would just be silver and gold. So that's really nice to know. And you've actually got a selection of coins here, so you can really go down to the detail of the actual coin. It's got all the kind of usual coins on there, the regular bullion coins. So yeah, that's really cool. So let's try and let's start with something simple. Let's go for a 1 ounce silver Britannia. So I'm going to find it on here. Silver Britannia, what year are we? 2021, so 2013 and up. How do we select it? There we go. So you press that one to select it. It says Silver Britannia 2013 and up. Ready, place, sample. And I'm guessing we just hold this down. And there we go. So it's actually in the yellow. So I'm guessing if it's in the yellow or the green, it means it's okay. And I'm guessing if it's in the red, it means it's not okay. So that's quite cool. I did think it would go to the green. So maybe I haven't calibrated the machine or something. But like I said, this is just a first impression playing around with the machine. So let's move on to the next piece. So let's go to metal again. And let's go to maple. Press that, silver maple. Let's get the silver maple and pop that underneath. Hold that down. Look at that, that's right in the green. Maybe the milk spots on the Britannia are blocking the reader. So that's good to know, that's legit. And let's see if it's got Krugerrand on here. Yeah, it's got Krugerrand here. And you can see that some of them have more yellow and others don't have much yellow at all. So I'm guessing there's less leeway for certain coins. You can see this one's got a small bit of yellow, very large bit of green, and then 2 reds either side. So let's put the Krugerrand under there. Look at that, straight in the green. So that's really nice to see. Now I'm actually going to try another Britannia to see if we get a different reading, because it'd be nice to get a Britannia in the green. So let's pick a different Britannia here, and let's try that one. There we go, that's a little bit closer towards the green, but still not in the green, so that's interesting. I'll have to do a little bit of research on that. These actually came straight from the Royal Mint in a tube, so I'd be very surprised if that's not legit. Now I've just seen this in the case, and I'm guessing what this is for is to go in here, yeah, to hold that down, so you don't have to use your hand all the time to hold that down, so that's quite cool. I literally just saw that in the case and it makes sense. So let's try that again. So if I put the Britannia on there, hold that down, and I put that in there, there we go. Look, so that just holds it down, so you've got your hands free then. So that's quite cool. When you take it out, I'm guessing it just pops into that bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, so let's try. So we've done the coins. Let's step it up a little bit now. Let's go for the 5 ounce coin. Now this won't be on the preset because it's not going to have absolutely every single coin. So let's work out what the best one to go for would be. So this is coins. So let's maybe just do metal. So we're going to do pure silver. There we go. So this is just kind of a general one, I'm guessing, not an actual specific coin. Look at the size of that. Push that down. And there you go. You can see it's in the yellow again, closer to the green, but in the yellow. So I'm guessing as long as it's not in the red, then it's okay. Now we're going to go for the big 10 ounce beauty. This is the Queen's Beast Completer. Absolutely stunning piece of silver. It's got a few milk spots coming through, but still absolutely stunning piece of silver. One of my favorite coins. Is it going to fit? Yes, it does. Right, nice and central. Oh, look, that's not reading at all. It's not going through the plastic. Now that's interesting. This plastic is very, very thick though. If you have a little look, you can see there's actually a gap between the plastic and the coin. So that's probably the reason why. So this would probably have to come out of the capsule to be tested. Unless I use one of these, maybe one of these things would work. So I'll have to come back to that and work out the best way of testing that in the capsule, because I don't really want to take that out of the capsule. So let's move on to this Engelhard. This will be really interesting to see how this tests, because this is a very old vintage piece. And you can see that it's quite tarnished, it's quite old, it's probably got a lot of dirt kind of on the surface layer. Now the good thing about these machines is they don't just check the surface layer, they actually penetrate through the silver. So in theory, this machine should be able to penetrate the whole way through this bar and let us know if it's legit or not. Only just fits under. I think it's saying too thick. Look, it says thick on there. So I'm guessing for this particular piece, it's not going to be able to check it on here. It says too thick. So I'm guessing I'd have to use one of those add-on tools. So let's move on to, so let's try this one. I'm going to try and do it. There we go. Look at that. Straight the way through in the green. So that's really cool. I wonder what would happen if we put it on the NFC chip. I'm guessing. Yeah, see, that actually blocks this from reading it. So that's really interesting. So you have to do it obviously on the bit away from it. And you can see nice and in the green. So that's good to know. Now we're going to go for one of these 10 ounce bars. This is actually really fun to do, really interesting, especially when you haven't checked your silver since you've had it. Look at that, that works straight away, straight in the green. Look, really central on the green as well, so that's good to know. Let's check all of these. So like I said, some of these have been picked up brand new, some of them are pre-owned, so we could find a dodgy one in here. No, that one's perfectly fine as well. I'm not going to lie, my heart is racing a little bit every time I put a piece of silver on, in the hopes that I'm not going to get one that's in the red. It's almost like adrenaline. It's quite exciting actually. When you've been stacking for kind of 2 years plus, I think I'm coming up to 3 years now, and I haven't checked a single piece of silver on a verifier machine. This is real peace of mind. I've done all the normal checks, and the main thing, like I've said in many videos before, the main thing is make sure you're buying your silver from a reputable source in the first place. That's your biggest protection. Don't go onto eBay and buy from someone that's got 2 feedback, or buy from someone down the local pub, or somewhere where you cannot verify that the person has made previous sales and they've gone through successfully. In the green again. Really, really nice to see these all coming up as silver. Straight in the green again. And the last one of my 10-ounce stackers. There we go. Woo, I can relax on those now, because that would have been a real shame, because these are my favourite bars, so that would have been a real shame. We're going to go for this Engelhard. Now this might be too thick, but I don't think it's quite as thick as that cast piece. So let's have a little look at this, how it performs. There we go. Just the other side of the green, so that's really nice to know, especially when pieces like this cost a premium. You don't want to find out in years to come that you've held this in your safe for all this time and it's just silver plated and there's a copper bar or something like that in the future. And let's go for a couple of these. I'm not going to change the machine to the actual coin. I'm just going to test it straight on pure silver and see how it performs. There we go. That one's fine. That one's fine. It is really interesting that some of these go in the green, some of them go in the yellow. But the main thing is none of them so far are going in the red. And it just goes to show how easy this machine is. Like I said, I haven't done any research on how to use this machine. I've literally just switched it on. Look at that, straight in the middle for that maple. I've literally just switched this machine on and already I feel like a professional precious metal verifier. Look at that. Really nice to see when it goes right in the middle of the green like that. Really good peace of mind. Really quick and easy to do as well, and that's why it's so important in my opinion to have one of these machines. Like I said, up till now I haven't checked any of my silver, and as it goes with the selection of silver I picked to check today, so far so good. But you don't really want to be holding on to your silver for sort of 10, 15 plus years and then come to sell one day and find out that you've got loads of fakes in your stack. It's just a waste of time, it's a waste of money, it's a waste of storage space as well. Your storage space in your safes are valuable, and if you've got a few tubes that are not the real deal, taking up space where you could fill them with stuff that's legit, it's just a waste of time. Now this I'm going to save for the next video, because in the next video I'm going to be plugging in these and I'm going to be trying out some of the thicker silver and seeing how those perform. But in terms of the thinner stuff, this is really, really easy to do, really, really quick. Like I said, I'm not even changing the type of coin. I'm literally just putting it on pure silver, chucking that down, putting that down. And like I said, you can actually pop that in there as well, so you don't even have to leave your hand on it. So yeah, really, really good to see. Really nice to know that the selection of silver we have in today's video is all legit. This is the only piece that I couldn't check, and that is because it's slightly thicker than some of the others, and also obviously the 1 kilogram bar we couldn't check. And then this one here, because the plastic is sitting above the actual coin, that's not checking it either. So there's 3 pieces here that we'll have to check in a future video. Just going to try this once more. And no, it's still saying this is too thick. So that is kind of the limit. If you're going for kind of thicker bars than this, then you are going to have to use these wands and things, the cables that are included. But in terms of everything else, it's actually really, really easy to do, really, really quick. And like I said, it's really lightweight as well. It's hard to describe how light this is, but it's heavier than that. I would say it weighs round about the same weight as a 5-ounce silver coin. Maybe even a little bit less. So yeah, like I said, really easy to carry around and really nice that it doesn't have to be plugged in. That's a real added bonus, especially in today's video where I was about to try and get an extension lead out and all the rest of it. I'm glad I actually knocked the on button when I was trying to move it around to realise that you don't actually have to have it plugged in all the time. So yeah, we're going to wrap the video up there. Really, really cool. First impressions, really easy to use, really simple. Like I said, really lightweight, really nice. It's got a built-in battery. And I really like the storage case it comes in as well. It's got a little handle on it there, so you could really just carry this around with you when you're out and about picking up silver. And like I said, it's a peace of mind. If you haven't got one of these machines, I highly recommend checking out Trusty Metrics. There's lots of different price ranges on there. This is kind of one of the mid-price range machines. I think this is around about £1,800 currently on their site. So you've got to think about that in terms of how much you're going to save in the long term. This is less than 1 gold Britannia. And all it would take is for you to verify a fake gold Britannia and you've already made your money back. If you're going to a coin show or even a coin shop, or you're meeting someone that you know that stacks precious metals and you're going to buy a 1-ounce gold Britannia, at current prices, you're looking around 185, I think, £1,805 roughly. So you've only got to just save yourself buying 1 fake coin and you've already made your money back on this machine. So yeah, it's definitely worth looking at. And like I said, this is a kind of mid-price range model. There's a slightly cheaper model and there's more expensive models as well. So yeah, there's definitely a model that will suit everyone's needs. So like I said, I will leave a link to Trusty Metrics' website in today's video. Thanks again to Trusty Metrics for sending me this. It's been really, really cool. I've really enjoyed today's video. I hope everyone else has as well. And I hope everyone's enjoyed seeing some pieces that you might have not seen on my channel for quite some time, because I haven't had these out of storage for quite a long time. So yeah, we're going to wrap the video up there. As always, thank you very much for all the support. Thank you very much to everyone that's watched today's video. And I hope you all have a very nice day.